Good morning, y'all. It is Saturday, I believe, and I am so happy. My son and I are going to go to Home Depot together and Lowe's. The challenge for him will be to get me out of there. Now, he's not above threatening to leave me there. He's done that before. Now, I have several topics that I want to cover while he's in the shower. First of all, I don't know if I've said this on a separate video before, how much I appreciate Jay. It just blows my mind that he would contact a total stranger and put her solar on for her and turn her front seat around. But one thing that we did not do when we were together is we were going to interview each other. And we totally forgot because, like he says, we are both blabbermouths. And I just want to let you guys know that the little tip that I left him, I never would have left such a small one. If I were a wealthy woman, he would be a wealthy guy. And the other thing I want to say is, had I noticed those drumsticks, which are my very favorite ice cream, there would have been an empty box in there the next time he tried to eat ice cream. That would have been a dirty trick, but I would not have been able to help myself. Okay, I'm glancing at a list, you guys, because I'm so scatterbrained, as you well know, and I forget. And I forget what it is I wanted to talk about. So the next topic is Vicky and my little daughter, Michelle. Now, some of you have wasted no time in promptly jumping on me for saying, shut up, and being rude to them, and Michelle not wanting to be in the video, blah, blah, blah. So, first of all, publicly, if this did bother you guys, I apologize. However, I will say anybody who's known me for 5 minutes or more knows my personality is very spunky and sarcastic. Now, my daughter, I can say, wanted to be on the video. She's a little shy, but she previewed it first and she was okay with it. And she did enjoy taking the one of me. Vicky, if that bothered you, sweetie, which I kind of doubted because you were cracking up, I do apologize. Okay. The next thing I want to cover is when you have an inverter installed by an expert such as Jay, you have to remember to turn it on or it is not going to charge. I cannot believe that twice, not once, but twice, I have forgotten to turn it on when I thought I was charging my phone and my laptop. So I think I've gotten it through my head, but I wouldn't bet on it. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the weather. First of all, let me say, you guys, the weather here is hot during the day, but man, oh man, it's been down in the 60s at night. We have been able to sleep in tank and be very, very comfortable. In fact, I had to dig out a blanket. And it's a good thing because my son has his house so full of tools and paraphernalia. He cleaned out his garage because, well, he didn't clean it all the way out, but he had to clean a lot out because he put all new wiring, all new sockets, all new outlets, new lights, everything in there. So unless I made a pallet on the porch, the laundry room, I would have been out of luck. So anyway, I am so thankful for the cool weather at night. It's awesome. Now, outside my van windows, which of course I'm leaving down all night. Don't get on to me. I'm far up into his driveway underneath his boat. Well, almost under the boat. That would scare me. There's this bush or shrub in the neighbor's yard, and it's one of those kind, mostly they're low growing, but they smell like cat piss. It's gross. At first I thought, oh my Lord, what is wrong with my potty? You guys, I'm sorry. I've just got hairs that are just, I guess I need to trim my bangs or something. There, that's a little bit better. But anyway, that bush is just gross. And I finally figured it out. It's not my potty, it's the bush. Now, the weather in Walla Walla, you guys, is hotter. But the nighttime temperatures are in the 70s. So I think I'll be able to do that in my van. I hope so. I decided, in case you guys didn't get from my comments or whatever, that I decided to come up to Tacoma and leave Hazel, not so much with my son, because they're not great buds, but his roommate kind of likes Hazel, and she loves him. You should have seen her attacking him when he came home from work. She loves him, and it's all due to bacon. Y'all know that. There was a video on that. Pray for her that they don't forget her outside. I keep saying, keep a close eye. She might run off. Be careful, but please pray for my little Hazel that she's going to be here and healthy when I get back. And I will also leave the information for Banfield at PetSmart in case she were to run into any problems. She'll have plenty of her special food. She'll have everything she needs. Then what that means for my trip is that I'm going to have to go from here down to Walla Walla, which is a 5-hour drive. Then I'm going to have to come all the way back and pick Hazel up, which I was not planning on doing, but it's necessary for her. She does not do well in a motel room. She would scratch and whine, and then she'd be barking when anybody was coming by the door. She's pretty good when I'm in there with her. Some people suggested a carrier. Now, Hazel's had all kinds of carriers, and I used to take her to Walmart with me all the time. And when I first got her, she was so scared of everything that taking her in a cart with a blanket in the bottom of it, she was pretty okay. She would stay down, and I could stop anybody from trying to pet her. She's not like that anymore. She wants to stand up on the edge of the cart. She wags her tail. She invites people. She lures them in, and she will bite them if they try to pet her. She won't attack them, but if they try to pet her, she will. So I stopped taking her in. I did get her a carrier and tried to take her in with me places like that. However, she scratches and scratches and scratches, and she will scratch that mesh part right off. So that's not an option. So anyway, I've done the very best that I can for her, and it'll work. Okay, now, I had planned when I left Vancouver, which is where Jay lives, and Vicky. Oh, that's not a good look, is it? Anyway, I was going to go over the 84, and it would have taken me right by Pamela's place, the lady that kindly offered me to stay in her home. And that way I could have at least visited with her and thanked her in person. However, now my trip is different. I would like to get by there and see her when I'm on my way back from Tacoma, and I might go through Vancouver again, and then maybe I'll be able to go over on the 84. But I wanted to thank you so much, Pamela. Again, people's kindness just blows me away. Now, there's another lady who lives in, I swear y'all, I could travel the whole country and have somebody to stay with every step of the way. Bonita lives in Pasco. I think it's pronounced Pasco, but it's 45 miles from Walla Walla, which means I would have to make almost an hour's trip over to Walla Walla and then back to see my son. And as I want to be there for the full 4 days that he can have visitors, that just won't work. So I thank you so much. And I really do appreciate it very much. I'm going to Home Depot with my son, which I mentioned earlier. I've got to paint that indentation or that pan inside tank in front of the kitchen area a color, probably blue, but the white has gotten so dingy and I can't stand it, you guys. It looks dirty. Even after I scrub it with bleach, I've used Comet, I've tried everything. Doesn't work. I can't handle that. So I'm gonna get some other paint for that and redo it while I'm here. And also I need another roll of Reflect-It since I gave mine away. Where I have the most trouble with heat coming in is my back door windows. And I have a curtain, you know, my pretty towel that blocks it off. However, anytime I open it, it's just like a heater back there. And I do keep my dirty clothes back there, and I don't like it for that reason either. Which now my dirty clothes can go back in the back area because all my solar stuff is out. Jay told me about a little wide angle lens that I can get to put on the back of my cell phone. And that way I can have a wider angle view. And that will be especially helpful for when I'm making videos and the camera is facing out while I'm driving. So I'm gonna try to pick one of those up and a memory card for my phone. Now, I don't know if this cheap Samsung phone will be able to handle or whether you'll be able to put one in there or not. I don't know, but I'm gonna try. There was something else, and of course it just came in and out of my one brain cell. I wonder what it was. I can't remember. But that's it for this video, you guys. Oops, I'm at 12 minutes. It's like the time goes by like that when I'm talking to you guys. I will be working on video number 2 of the second husband really soon. It doesn't seem like very many people were interested in that. So if the majority of you are not, let me know. And I will do another question and answer video. So put a question mark ahead of your question in your comments and let me know. Ask me some questions, and as always, I will answer anything that you ask me. I love you guys. Be safe and do something fun today. I'm going with my kid to Home Depot. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Oh, let me see if I can turn this around and show you Miss Hazel. Can you see her right there? She's laying in her bed. She was out sunning earlier on the front porch. Bye, y'all.